Listen, y'all, we've got NFL action today. Texans at Chiefs, 8:20 kickoff. Finally, football is back. Hopefully, it's better than ever. As I said at the top of the show, we're kind of going blind into the season because we got no preseason games, we got no real OTAs. Not a lot of video coming out from camps. We're not really seeing what's going on. So here we are. Thursday Night Football, just both teams getting thrown in here, us as fans getting thrown in here. So, expect that to kind of take a little bit of toll on maybe great teams that you thought were going to be good this season that maybe take a little bit of a step back because, no preseason games, even though that the starters don't really start in the preseason games, you're still walking through, getting the feel of, game situations, game energy, your routine. You wake up, you practice, you're getting into the mindset of going to play an NFL game. So it's going to be a little tough here for teams to kind of just throw it all together. So when you're betting these games, when you're watching these games, when you think that the team's better than the team that they're facing, you have to keep all this in mind. So these first 2-3 weeks could look a little rough for the better teams in the NFL. So before we talk about this game, I do want to get into what the fans were saying. So a couple days ago, I sent out the tweet to send me a DM video, less than a minute, short little video, or just tell me why your team is going to make the playoffs. And we had some good submissions. I promoted the tweet, and that may have been a mistake because it instantly turned political. Just the NFL's dead to me. Nobody's going to be watching, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to support anything that does Black Lives Matter or anybody that disrespects the flag. And I just got a ton of replies. But we also did get this funny meme, ground beef, but it's a horse. I think that's not a cow. That's a horse, and he's in the ground. So that was funny. So thank you to Salt Super B for sending me that. That was pretty funny in the comments. Especially when everything else was just so political. Nobody's going to be watching. We don't care. No, who cares? We still watch after all the BS? Probably not anymore. Sorry, but I don't think there will be many NFL watchers. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of NFL watchers just because, Melissa's not watching, So it just got really political, but we did have some good takes here, some decent. I'll be watching the Steelers, so Steelers fans representing. I'm going to be big on the Steelers going into the season. I had them at number 7 in my overall power rankings. I really love their defense, got some decent weapons, and Big Ben Roethlisberger is back, and I think he's going to kind of, come back to what he's been showing us, why he's a Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl winner. So I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is going to take too much of a step back here, and I really love their defense. So I'm going to be big on the Steelers going into week number 1. All right, here we go. So another Steelers fan in the comments here. The Steelers are the best. We actually earned all of our 6. Okay, I don't care about that. We got Big Ben coming back. I absolutely agree. I think he is going to be at peak Big Ben shape. I believe our offense and defense will be on point this year. I'm big on their defense. I love what they have. TJ Watt, Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick, they're going to get it locked up on defense, really from the defensive line all the way back to the safety position. So I am big on their defense. We have the best coach in the whole league. I wouldn't go that far. Tomlin is very good. He coached his team to 7-9 last year without Big Ben, and having to fluctuate between those two garbage quarterbacks. Duck Hodges, I can't even remember the other quarterback's name, but yeah, not great. And you already know Steelers fans are crazy. Yeah, they're annoying. I'll give you that. Are they crazy? I don't know about crazy, but yeah. All right, what else do we got? Here we go. This is a fantastic take. I can 100% guarantee you that the Washington football team will be nowhere near the playoffs. I 1,000% agree. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Ron Rivera is a great coach, but that's really all they got. When their best piece of a team is your coach, not so great. They're still going with Jacoby Brissett, or not Jacoby Brissett, Dwayne Haskins. I don't think he's an NFL starting quarterback and maybe a decent backup, but they're rocking with him. They get rid of Adrian Peterson, a good veteran, when you're kind of rebuilding the entire franchise. So we can all agree that Washington will be absolutely trash. They don't even have a name, y'all. This team doesn't even have a name. You think they're going to be good on the field? They can't even get their stuff together off the field. A lot of scandals going on in Washington. Somebody just comments Tom Brady, and I can respect that. I get it. Tom Brady, still the GOAT, and we have to respect him until he proves otherwise. He's earned it. So once he falls off, then we can jump ship. Until then, until he starts showing it, we have to believe in Brady, I think. But that was it. Everything else was just political. All right. No, here's another one. The Browns will make the playoffs because they have consistently done well against opponents in their division. They beat the Ravens. Hey, they split against the Ravens last year. I can give them that. Veteran weapons like Baker. I don't know if he's a good veteran. Odell, that's a good veteran. Chubb, Garrett, Landry. I mean, they've got talent. Nobody's doubting their talent, maybe besides the quarterback. But, Odell, Javaris? Why am I saying it wrong? Jarvis. What was I saying? Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham may be the best wide receiver tandem in the league. And then you got Bradley Chubb coming out of the backfield. Garrett on the defensive line. They have weapons really everywhere. And then, a new coach, Stefanski. We kind of expressed our concerns a little bit. But, he's a good player caller for the Vikings, with the Vikings for a long while. So hopefully it does transition to a good coach. I don't think it could be any worse than Freddie Kitchens. We'll just say that. And then you got the tight end. The Browns are going to cause a stir. I definitely think they can. They have very good talent. It's really how far is Baker going to take them in his, third year in the league now? All right. So those are all the comments. I told y'all to DM me, but hey, I got some things, and that's all I'm looking for. So let's get into these DMs because we did have a couple of good ones. The first one here. Alrighty. Chiefs fan, this is what he had to say. Well, I think coming off of their first Super Bowl victory in so many decades with the powerhouse team that is still mostly intact, that is true. They did lose a couple of but some decent offensive weapons. Let's go to them. I mean, they lose LaShawn McCoy and Spencer Ware, so they are kind of going with a rookie backup. We will watch highlights of him. I do have those queued up, so to get us prepared for that game. We are going to watch highlights of, I forgot his name, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's going to be the Chiefs starting running back. So we are going to watch what he did in college last year for LSU, national championships. And then so they lose some good speed on from the running back position, and then they lose Kendall Fuller and Maurice Claiborne on the defensive end. But mostly the team is still good. They still have Tyreek Hill. You're not going to be able to stop that man. You still have Sammy Watkins, who is going to be your good deep ball receiver, and you still have Andy Reid, who's a genius coach, and you still have the best quarterback in the league in Patrick Mahomes. So. Nobody's really doubting it. You didn't really have to tell me why this. You could have just said Chiefs, and I would have gotten it. But there's a snowball's chance in hell that the Chiefs don't carry themselves to at least absolutely. They're going to make the playoffs. There's no way that the Chiefs in this AFC division or this AFC conference that's not very good. I mean, you get the Chiefs and the Texans and the Ravens all at the top, and then there's a big gap from number 3 to the number 4 best team in the AFC. Maybe you do the Bills, maybe you do the Steelers, maybe you do the Patriots, maybe you do the Browns, but there's a big gap between that 3 team and 4 team. So Chiefs will absolutely make the playoffs, unless there's like a catastrophic injury. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to jinx anything, but that would be the only way that the Chiefs don't make the playoffs this season. And then, or even a repeat season. So, yeah, they're obviously favorites. Everybody's talking about them. So, yes, I agree 100% that the Chiefs are going to be very good this season. All right, we do have a couple of videos we have to do. Let's go after this one because this one's a little short and just text. So, Giants fan, we have Daniel Jones who will win an MVP, and then he kind of walked that back. he slept on this. You see, this came at Monday at night, so he was a little wild that night, saying Daniel Jones will win MVP. I'm decent on Daniel Jones. I don't think he's a horrible quarterback. Last season, 62% completion percentage, 3,000 yards in only 12 games. That's very, very good for him. So 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, that 2-to-1 touchdown ratio. In your rookie season, this is the stats that we're kind of looking for. So I do think Daniel Jones is going to be a good starter in this league. I do think he is going to kind of prove himself to be maybe in the top 15 best quarterbacks in the league. I don't think he hasn't shown us anything yet that he is going to be like a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but a good rookie season in the 12 games that he played last year. So he won't win MVP. He even thinks, this fan doesn't even think he'll win MVP. Walked him back a little bit. Walk that comment back a little bit, but Daniel Jones can play in this league, and so Giants, they do have that going for them. And then he says, in all seriousness, though, Saquon might carry us, and that is true. It took a little bit of a step back from year 1 to 2. We see his rookie year putting up 1,300 yards, but he only played 13 games last year, and he still rushed for over 1,000 yards. So they have some great young key pieces here. Daniel Jones, I think, is a very good quarterback, and Saquon Barkley, you can make the argument for best running back in the league. So they do have some good pieces. You have to watch out for the Giants just a little bit. Overall, their weapons are not that great. They have no great receiver. Their defense isn't that great. They're coming with a new head coach. Pat Shurmur got the boot last season. So I do like the Giants a little bit. But overall, they don't have a lot of talent. They have nice young talent in the rebuilding phase at quarterback and at running back. So you got to shore up your offense or your wide receiver crew a little bit, and then definitely got to start planning some good defensive players to get. Alrighty, but let's go to some videos now. Here we go. We will start with this one. This guy is a Bills fan, so let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
Success to make the playoffs this year.
A little grainy, but we can forgive it.
Josh Allen and his improvement from year 2 to 3.
All right, so the first point he brings up is Josh Allen making the improvement from years 2 to 3, and that's what we've been saying as well. When we did our NFL refresher, this team has talent all around them. It's just Josh Allen. He only threw 58% completion last year. That's not good. Not good at all. He needs to step that up a ton. He's a good rusher. He is kind of like a little bit of a hidden dual threat, but his accuracy, his legs aren't enough to carry that 58% completion percentage through the air. So he does have to step that up. I 100% agree with this guy.
He's got more weapons this year.
Does have more weapons. Bringing in Stephon Diggs, that's going to be huge for him. I just hope that that Josh Allen does take the next step, and that Stephon Diggs isn't just like a Band-Aid on a bad quarterback.
Great running game.
Good running game. Once again, let's go to that real quick. I know I'm breaking it down kind of quick. Where is he? Devin Singletary is their running back. Rushed for 700 yards in his first season last year. Absolutely fantastic. So expect him to even improve going into year number 2 here for him. So definitely they have the weapons all over the field. Let's continue.
Friends, great coaching, an easier division.
Yep.
Opponents.
No more Brady. You got the Dolphins. You got the Jets twice. So, I mean, they are primed to make a division win. Being first in the AFC East is, really the goal here.
Everything works out and they can play up to their potential. I feel like the Buffalo Bills will make the playoffs for those main reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a Bills fan. They know what they're talking about. They know what they have. They are just iffy on Josh Allen. They have pieces everywhere. Tre'Davious White on the defensive side of the ball may be the best cornerback in the league. Devin Singletary, as we just said, 700 yards last season. You bring in Stephon Diggs. So, and their tight end Knox is truly fantastic as well. So they have the offensive pieces, they have the defensive pieces, they have a great coach in Sean McDermott. It's just Josh Allen. Is he ready to make that next step? For him to be successful, to call it a successful year for Josh Allen, it would have to be 60%. I would even give him 60. Go to 60% completion percentage, 3,500 yards with 500 yards rushing, and he doesn't, the 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio is the best thing Josh Allen does. Doesn't turn it over a lot, but also doesn't score a lot of touchdowns either. 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, kind of low end of that 2-to-1 ratio. You want to be 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. If you're going to go 2-1, obviously you want lower interceptions, but if we're doing 2-1, we want you high 20s for touchdowns. But the main focus is obviously completion percentage. I definitely agree with that. All right, so let's go to our last ones. We have a diehard Falcons fan. That's all I'm gonna say. This is truly fantastic. Let's just let this play because it's great. Props to this fan for sending in this video. This is the content I want to see when I'm hosting this show. Absolutely fantastic. So let's run this play. I shout out props for the Michael Vick jersey. Big on that. He's got a title belt ready to rock. So he's expecting big things from the Falcons this year. So let's just let this play. Dirty Bird Nation, baby.
The Dirty Birds are going home with that Super Bowl belt.
Yep.
Todd Gurley, Julio Jones, ever heard of them?
I've heard of them. Great players, absolutely.
This year's our year, baby. Matty Ice is taking us all the way.
All right, Matty Ice, okay.
Old Man Breeze.
All right. Yeah, okay. Old Man Breeze. I got to give it up for this guy. I mean, he's really kind of selling me, absolutely. But when you're disrespecting Breeze a little bit, I don't know. Breeze, he's my GOAT. I think he's the best quarterback in the league, and I don't think he's going to fall off just quite yet, but let's keep it running.
Who's running the Panthers? Nobody knows. We're taking it all this year.
Teddy Bridgewater, but all right.
All the way. When I think about Dirty Bird Nation, baby, I get so pumped. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Can I get a woo?
Woo! All right, you're selling me. I'm definitely sold.
It's happening. The only person standing in our way is some young punk named Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, he did win the Super Bowl last year.
Something I'd ask my mom for dinner on a Friday night. Mom, I'll take a patty at home, Mom.
Patty at home.
And we're coming for you this year, 2020. That's our year. Dirty Bird Nation forever.
Dirty Bird Nation, baby. He kind of sold me. I wasn't too big on the Falcons just quite yet because they do have to face Breeze twice and Brady twice. But, yeah, Matt Ryan, he definitely can, he's shown us he can get to the Super Bowl. Todd Gurley hoping that he can kind of return to true form. He does have arthritis in the knees, which is not so great. But Julio Jones, you can make the argument for best receiver in the league. So definitely this Falcons fan is pumped up. He's ready to rock on the Falcons here. And, definitely sold me. The energy, the passion in this video is truly fantastic. Dirty Bird Nation, I might be rocking. I might have to switch from the Dolphins here. I'm truly sold, but he's got another video, so let's see. Let's see what this one is all about. This one's he's pretending to be Matt Ryan at a press conference, so let's roll this.
Mr. Ryan, what do you have to say to all those people out there that don't think that you're a franchise quarterback, that think you always choke in the playoffs? Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. I love it.
This season?
Just naming his weapons.
I'm number one, baby. I'm number one. Mr. Ryan, a lot of people out there saying that you're way overpaid and you didn't deserve such a big contract. What do you think about that? Todd Gurley, you ever heard of him?
They do have some good offensive pieces. It's really just if Todd Gurley can prove himself, and I'm going to bet on him because this man is selling me all day that Todd Gurley is going to return to form here.
To Patrick Mahomes? Nobody compares to Matty Ice, baby. Matty Ice, Iceman. He's going to win it all. You don't worry about Patty Mahomes. I'm coming for you. Dirty Bird Nation. Fly.
Once again, Dirty Bird Nation flying. I'm flying with you. I'm truly sold. Just the one-word answers in this interview is truly fantastic. Julio Jones, ever heard of him? Todd Gurley, ever heard of him?
Julio Jones.
Truly great. I'm big on the Falcons. You've sold me. Falcons will make the playoffs, and they could even win the Super Bowl. He's talking a lot of smack to Patrick Mahomes, making fun of the names. I have a Patty at home Mahomes, and Patty Mahomes got nothing on Matt Ryan. I'm a believer in the Falcons though because of this man, this true fan of the Falcons. I mean, when you're repping a Michael Vick Falcons jersey, how can we not listen to you, right? So great submission here. I'm definitely buying the Falcons on making the playoffs. We'll keep, maybe we can keep in contact with here throughout the season for the Falcons, man. But absolutely great job. Very entertaining, exactly what I wanted. And thanks for delivering all the fans that sent out the DMs, making the videos, being in the comments, and truly great. So hopefully we get some more feedback throughout the season, but that was a great segment. All right. Just that Falcons, man. When I watched those the first time, I was dying. Truly energetic, truly what a fan is all about, and I love it. All right. So let's kind of shift to the game tonight. Got a lot to talk about. So here it is. Right here, Texans, Chiefs, first time of football. We saw what happened. These two teams faced in the playoffs last year. Texans got off to a 24-0 lead, and then the Chiefs said, hey, it's our turn to score now, and I think they put up, 51? Just absolutely wild what they did. So this game is a little bit of a misunderstanding. Yes, the Texans were up 24-0, but when we watch the highlights and watch the game, we do have the highlights here, so let's watch these for a little bit, but watch how the Texans scored. It's not that it was just mistakes on the Chiefs' part. Here we go. Their first touchdown here is just a blown coverage. Wide open Kenny Stills. That's it. It's not something that you expect that the Chiefs to make again, and they'll definitely fix it. When they watch this tape and, when they're getting into practice, they're going to have their defense short up. So this is just a mental lapse there, a blown coverage. So that is one of their 7 points that they got out to a good early lead on. Now, here we go again. How do they score their second touchdown? Well, here it is. Coming up right now. Blocked punt, recovered. So special teams getting it done. Once again, just the Chiefs shooting themselves in the foot. Punt return, block for a touchdown. Now they're up 14-0. All right, how do they score their third touchdown? Well, another blunder. Great sack there by Watson. So, their defense was getting it right done after that blown assignment. They weren't allowing another touchdown on the defensive end. It was all special teams, and we're going to get it special teams again. So, once again, Chiefs special teams, blow it for them. A muffed punt that is recovered at the 5 for the Texans. So, obviously, they're going to punch it in. Second and goal, how do they punch it in? What happens? Just a quick strike over the middle. That's hard to defend anyway. So, once again, these points are not coming from the Texans actually beating the Chiefs. It's just blown assignments on defense and miscues at the special teams. Then they go and score a field goal. So, that you play for the bend, don't break defense. Let them drive a little bit, but they get a field goal. You can live with that. And then the Chiefs, they take it over from here. They score. How'd they score? Patrick Mahomes driving, great little outlet pass. Damian Williams able to score. No longer with the team. No, he's still with. Is he still with the team? Here we go. Let me look at the depth chart. Who was that? Yeah, Darrell Williams. All right, so he's still there. So they score to him. Then they start to open it up. They're not playing around no more. Then 14 points, number 14 coming right here. Once again, another long drive that's capped off in the red zone. Travis Kelce, too big. You can't guard him. All right, here we go. How do they score again? Was this a little bit of a fumble on special teams? So now the Texans cough it up on special teams. They go. They're able to just punch it in. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Classic. Coming back, but their defense, look at this defense now, shoring up the defense. Yeah, they had a little lapse in judgment. DeAndre Hopkins fumbles the ball. He may have been down there, actually. Yeah, all right, he was actually down there. So, all right. But let's get to their scoring. We know the Texans aren't scoring. This is it. What happened here? Missed a field goal or something? Punted. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes driving all the way down. Driving. Scoring on this play right here. 3rd and goal. Nope. Travis Kelce's there. Oh, wait. Touchdown thrown. Absolute, but he was way above the line of scrimmage. They still counted that? Oh, his back foot. So, yeah. So, still, once again, I mean, the main point of this is that in this game, yes, the Texans got out to a 24-0 lead, but it was all on the special teams errors and the defensive blunder one time. So, blown assignment on defense. So, overall, this Chief comes back. I mean, let's look at the final here, folks. 51-31. 51-31. Texans only score 7 points. You can live with that. Let's see how they scored that touchdown real quick. Get some context to it. Here it is. All right. Receiver beating the defense deep a little bit. Sets up position into the at the 5. And then Deshaun Watson takes it in. So defense got beat there again on the deep ball. But overall, I mean, the Texans really didn't do anything to kind of make this game a little closer than it actually was. And then you got the Chiefs just turning it on and scoring 51. The final here, 51-31. They win by 20. So when you're looking at this game, if you want to bet this game, if you think this game's going to be close, it may not be as close as you think because the Texans lost some good players as well. Let's look at who they lost. We all know that they lost DeAndre Hopkins, and they also lose Lamar Miller and Carlos Hyde, so taking a little bit of a step back from the running back position, and they lose Jonathan Joseph, a key cornerback for them. So their defense took a little bit of a hit. Their run game took a little bit of a hit. Their wide receivers took a little bit of a hit with DeAndre Hopkins going out. They still have a good wide receiver crew. Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills, good crew there, but you don't have that main attention grabber in DeAndre Hopkins. So, you can play one-on-one. You don't have to double any of these kind of receivers. None of these receivers are as good as DeAndre Hopkins and would require that double team attention. They did get David Johnson from the Cardinals in the trade. David Johnson last season doesn't rush for a lot, but he does. He's able to catch it out of the backfield. 300 yards receiving last year, so kind of that dual threat with Deshaun Watson going along with the dual threat of David Johnson. That could be very, very dangerous, but overall this Texans team got a little worse from last year, and so this game might not be as close as it might seem. The only silver lining for the Texans that they have going into the season is that there was no preseason, so everybody's kind of at the even playing field of being thrown into game number 1 with no real mindset of how to mentally prepare for a game day and game shape. So that's why this game could be a little close because you're throwing both of the teams in here, but the Chiefs have so much more talent. Their one question mark would probably be their running back. They have this rookie starting since they got rid of LaShawn McCoy. And who I keep forgetting, Spencer Ware. So they get rid of those running backs. So they bring in a rookie. So we have the highlights from him. Last year he played on LSU. They ended up, obviously LSU won the national title. You had Joe Burrow to compete with. So still he rushed for 1,400 yards still. And that's competing with Joe Burrow, who threw 50 touchdowns. So he rushes for 1,400 yards. He gets 16 touchdowns. He catches another 450 yards. Absolutely fantastic. Let's look at his game logs. Any big performances that we have to be on the lookout for? What do we got? 100 yards here, 106, 134. I got to refresh that because the table jumbled up on me. So 106, 134. Once again, it's jumbling up on me, and you can't read it like this. Can you read this? I can't. I hate when it does that. It usually doesn't do it back to back. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if. All right, screw it. We're just going to get into the highlights. I'm not going to mess around with the table. So here he is, Carlos Hyde, 1,400 yards throughout the season. And if you're competing with Joe Burrow, so let's look at some of his action here. Nice little catch out of the backfield there. Up the middle, touchdown, well done. Early game against Georgia Southern. I mean, do we really care about that team? Once again, catching it, coming out of the backfield over the middle. He can catch it, y'all. Nice run there to kind of stay on his feet, get an extra 5 yards. This would be their main question mark coming into the season, their running back position. So if this man's showing us some great oh, look at that spin off block there. Oh, and he still goes 3rd and 2, able to pick it up. Great run there. Here he goes. Did he break a tackle here against Texas again? Up the middle, finds the hole, and the speed. Well done. And then he's going to cap it off with a touchdown run. Absolutely fantastic. Big game here against Texas, able to fight for the first down. So he has the speed, he has the strength. He's able to break some tackles. Nice there. Little simple run. Waiting, and then exploits the hole. What else do we got? Oh, look at that juke. Look at that side juke. Absolutely fantastic. Once again, at the goal line. Goes right up the middle. Powers his way through. Absolutely fantastic. Once again, having a big game here. All right, what do we got here against Vanderbilt? Oh, he's got breakaway speed. Can he get caught? Eventually gets brought down, but a great run there. Sets him up. Do they go right back to him? Let's see. Do they go right back to him? Give him the score? Nope. But a couple of scores later, he's back in action, 3rd and 1. He'll take the touchdown, not just the first down. Oh, my God. Look at this play, y'all. Look at this play. Oh, my God. Just the awareness. Stays on his feet. Breaks out to the outside and gets the yards there. Good run there. Simple run. All right, on kick return, what do we got from the man? What do we got from him? Is he going to take this all the way? Oh, boy. Look at the speed. Gets to the outside. So not great speed. No breakaway speed, but good, solid speed. They don't need too much speed for the Chiefs. They already have Tyreek Hill, so this is going to be a good complement for the running back position now. And some of the things that you can do with a dual threat quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. Look at him go up the middle here. Trying to do the breakaway speed, just not fast enough. But, he can catch. We've seen him catch a couple of good passes. He can run hard. Look at him exploit that hole. Great blocking up front. And that little nice move here to freeze the safety and then take him back to the inside. Oh, my God. The jukes are fantastic on this man. And this is against, big teams. This is Florida they got right now. Tie game. Still doing big things. What do we got here? Run up the middle. Look at him go. Gets to the second level. And just quick enough to beat the safety into the end zone. So good speed. Good speed. Not great speed, but still good, solid speed. Once again, against a tough opponent here against Florida. Tying up the game. Putting the team on his back, muscles his way over the goal line for the touchdown. Watch it again. Wow. Look at the vision this man has. Look at the vision. This play is designed to go up the middle right here. This is where the hole is supposed to be. But fantastic job by this defense to fill that hole. So now, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He sees it. He bounces it out to the outside. Here it is. Look at him bounce it. Hole's filled. That's where he's supposed to go. Has the vision. He sees it. And that quick lateral quickness there to jump cut to this hole that opened up. He finds it, cuts back to it. Absolutely magnificent. The vision of this man to read what's going on up front is great there. Absolutely great. All right, here we go against Mississippi State. Barreling 2nd and 4 to pick up the first. Nice job there. Takes the contact. Keeps the feet moving. Here he is against Auburn. Trying to show some of that speed. It's obviously not the greatest speed. We can all agree on that, but the vision is great. The hard running is great, and it's still good speed. It's still good, decent speed for a running back. Look at that. Picks up the first. Stays on his feet. Picks up extra 3-4 yards after contact. All right, from the 5. Oh, that's easy. Let's look at his vision. What does he see here? Easy hole. Nothing so spectacular about that, but still great. finds a hole, 3rd and 1, picks up the first, solid. Bounces out to the outside, cuts right back in. Goal line, touchdown. Show us something spectacular here. We're starting to get towards the end of the season here. All right, so this is against Alabama, and he's having success. This is great. Let's go back a little bit. We'll continue it right here. All right, here we go. LSU in the red zone. Oh, and he can catch, y'all. We knew he could catch, but now we're actually seeing it. Look at that. Great ball by Joe Burrow, but great catch there. Secured it. Touchdown. Wide open. Fantastic. Not wide open, but open enough. That's a kind of wide open in college. All right. Yeah, great. So he knows how to run routes. He knows when he looks for the ball. Great. That's going to be great when you're working with Patrick Mahomes. All right. What do we got here? They're up big in the 3rd, and he's just going to continue to pile it on, y'all. Just continue to run and run hard. Look at him run hard. I love it. 2nd and 3, exploits the hole, picks up the first. Still against Alabama. Alabama slowly coming back, but Clyde Edwards is doing all he can. Look at this. It's a 3rd and 10, and he catches it and picks up the first. Look at him go. Just a nice little out route to the flats, and then just continues to move his feet after contact to continue the drive, get the first. Look at him here, the nice spin out of the backfield tackle, and he's able to bounce it out after the juke for the touchdown. Really kind of put a seal on this game. Alabama comes right back, but look at him go. Look at him go. The strength. That's the official nail in the coffin, all because this man is a hard runner. So, yes, there's a question mark going in, but I think he's kind of answering it. This man is good. Once again, Alabama comes back because it's college, so why not? And he goes again. He's icing the game himself. His defense is trash, but this man is just single-handedly icing this game every time. Look at him carry the entire defense. Clyde Edwards, Hilar, absolutely magnificent. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything I'm seeing right now. Right over the middle, fearless. Great catch and run. Once again, catch and run. Says, get off me. This man is strong. This man is tough. All right, what else do we got? Nice little run up the middle. Trying to show the speed a little bit, and he's able to. Well done. Able to catch the corner. Safety takes a bad angle, and he'll make him pay. He won't outrun him in a foot race, but when he has the angle, the speed is enough to compensate for it. What do we got here? All right, against Arkansas. Up 21-6. Great catch there. Can't stay on his feet, but still he picks up, 15? Up the middle here. Great run, great blocking. Doesn't even get touched until 15 yards downfield, and then gets a couple extra yards there after the contact. Up the middle again. Oh, what a move. What a move to freeze the safety here. Well done. And then he's able to continue it. This man's got moves. Absolutely. Do we get to see it again from the backfield? Let's watch this man freeze freeze the safety. Absolutely magnificent. Cut back to the right. Freeze the safety. That's all you need to do. Absolutely magnificent. Here he is.